Hi everyone, welcome back to another class of pronunciation in use level intermediate. Today we're taking a look at Unit 6. Unit 6 has to deal with two vowel sounds. One of them is the long E, which we actually show it this way. This is the sign or phonetic alphabet, E, and we have the other vowel sound, which is E. Now if you want to see examples of them, how do you pronounce this word? You pronounce this word as E, meat, meat. So this is what you see. If I really want to show you how this looks like in dictionary, like I'm talking about sounds, I'm not talking about spelling. So you're gonna see this if you go to dictionary and search it. You're gonna see this. It's not two dots, you see, it's like a triangle. But I'll write two dots because I want to write it more often. I can't just draw a triangle here. So this is what you see in dictionary, meat, meat. But if you check this one in dictionary, exactly you see the met. I mean the sounds are the same as the spelling. So meat and met. Of course it must not be hard for us, because we have E in Farsi too, kinda, but E, maybe long E, we don't have in Farsi. I'm not sure, but this long E, maybe it's a little different. So we're gonna take a look at that. I'm going to read this for you. When you say the letters of alphabet A, B, C, D, E, when you say E, that E is a long E. So when you say A, B, C, D, E, that E is a long E. So it's like this in dictionary, right? And then when you say another one, it says the vowel is E. So where is it? You hear this sound in the word meat, but the letter E can also be pronounced as the short vowel E, as in the word met. So it's actually telling us that if you see E, you can't say it's always E or it's always E. Sometimes it's E, sometimes it's E. For example, in the word meat, it's E, but in the word met, it's E. So this is the sound, this is the spelling. The same letter can have two different sounds. So the next part, it says listen to the sound E and look at the mouth diagram to see how you make this sound. Okay, so it's not very hard. You're just gonna have to open your mouth wide. It's like you're smiling, and you say, for example, meat. You should be able to see my teeth when I open my mouth wide. Okay, so teeth, meat, eat. You see? I'm actually a little bit exaggerating it. You shouldn't do that much. I'm just trying to show it. So meat or eat, it's pretty much like you're smiling. That's a long E. What happens to the tongue? When you're saying the long E, the tongue goes up in the middle and then goes here. So the tongue is actually goes up in the middle and then it goes a little bit down to the upper teeth. These are your upper teeth. So this is where the tongue is. Eat, or for example, beat. Now it says listen to the sound. So let me play it for you. 24. Let me see.
A24A. E. 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 A24B. E. E. A24B.
Met, meet, mate. List, least, last. Bay, bee, beer. Bit, beat, bet.
So as you see, we are taking a look at different vowel sounds. Here we are focusing on the long E. In dictionary, you see it exactly like this. You have the I, and then you have two kind of triangles here. One here, one here. So that's meat, least, be, beat. But here you don't have E, you have E. Met, list, bay, bit. Bit. But here, for example, we have bay, a. But here again, on this one is a short E, bit, bit. But here we are just focusing on the long E, beat, beat. This one, again, mate. In dictionary, you see it like this, mate, mate. This one, last. In dictionary, you see it like this, last. This one, beer, beer. Dictionary, it might look like a short E and a little schwa maybe. Yeah, beer, something like this, beer. And this one, bet. So you see they are all different. The E sound that we are talking about, like the long E that I told you, you should kind of smile, your mouth open. It's this E in dictionary. So I'm gonna show you the mouth again. So it's like this. You say E. It's kind of smiling, so kind of people are able to see your teeth. So when you say eat, or when you say, for example, meat, it happens. And here you have the diagram, so you can see that your mouth is opening from side. It's kind of opening it wide to make the E sound. But remember, your jaw is not dropping. Your jaw is not dropping. But when you say then your jaw drops. We talk about it. Let's take a look at some more examples.
A24C. Key, keys, keeps, pea, peas, piece, scene, seas, seat. Steve keeps the cheese in the freezer.
Here we have some practice for the long E. Practice for the long E. So how do you practice that? Steve keeps the cheese in the freezer. All of them long E. Steve keeps the cheese in the freezer. Okay. Now here it says when we have R after EA, for example this word, after EA, if you have R, it says mostly British speaker, they remove the R, I mean in pronunciation, the re sound, they remove it and they change the sound to this. So British, you hear something like this, little schwa here. They don't say the R mostly after EA. So although in American you hear here, in British you hear here. You don't hear the R. So it says here, it's talking about that. It says when you have EA and then you have R, British speakers try to have the short E, a little schwa, and they remove the R in pronunciation and they say here, or I don't know. For example, this word also, it gives an example. Again, you have EA and then you have R. So in pronunciation they say it like this, Nia, without the re sound, Nia, something like that. Anyway, that's more accent related, not that much pronunciation. So listen to the sound E. So now we go to the sound E. First listen to it.
A25A.
So when you say as you see, it's pretty much the same. Again, you open your mouth, but here look at your jaw. Your jaw is dropping. You can't say like this. Your jaw has to drop. Your jaw has to drop when you say not a lot, a little. So your jaw goes down. It's not E, it's Now let's take a look at some examples and see how it is different.
A25B. Man, men, mean. Heard, head, had. Mate, met, meet. Sit, set, sat.
Okay, so here you see all the differences. Man, men, mean. Remember, this is the long E we talked about. Mean. This one is exactly the This is man. In dictionary you see like this. Something like this. Man. Man, men, mean. Heard, had, had. Mate, met, meet. Sit, set, sat. So that was the sound. Here we have again some more examples. So let's listen.
A25C.
Test. Death. Red. Friend. Said. Many. Check. Shelf. Leg.
So this one is a common mistake you have to be aware of. Look at this AI. It is just a sound. So if I tell you, like, if I write this word for you, this is the base form of that word. This is pronounced like this, say. Right? This is pronounced like say. But if I give you the past form, then it's pronounced like set. Set. And the same happens for when you add s to this verb. For example, I say, but she says. Oops, that's more like a 5. Says. You don't hear the a sound here. Just hear the s. Says. Said. Hi, Sina. By the way, I think some people joined. I didn't see. Let me see. Oh, Ustad Hushang joined us. Hi, Ustad. Sweet, welcome. Everyone who joined, welcome, welcome. So, let's practice them. Test. Death. Here I want to tell you something important. Here you see EA, and it's a sound. Okay? But again, I'm going to write EA here. But here, this EA is not a sound. This EA is long E. So don't be deceived by what you see, because English doesn't work that way. You have to check it in dictionary. So the first one, EA, is death. The second one, EA, is eat. Okay. Red, friend, said, many. Can you believe, like, we have here a, but it sounds like many. Check, shelf, leg. So we're almost done, and we are going to the exercise part. This part, I don't really like it because it tells you, for example, when you see E, it's a long E, like feet. Or when you see EA, it's a long E. For example, eat. I don't like it because you might see EA exactly like death. You see EA, but it's not long E. It's short E. That's why I don't like this part. But here are some common forms. You can say these are some common forms. But it doesn't mean wherever you see E, or wherever you see EA, that's a long E or a short E. No, there's no such a rule. I think in English you just have to check in dictionary. Hi RNJBR. Hi Akram. Hi everyone who just joined. Welcome, welcome. So that's why I don't like this part. But anyway, so it says, for example, one E can be a long E. Me. IE can be a long E. Peace. EA, you see, EA can be a short E and a long E. For example, eat and death. Eat and death. Hi Fatima, welcome. Eat and death. A can be a sound. You see A, but it's a sound. Many. AI can be a sound. Set. Here it says, the last part, the only point we have here, it says sometimes when we have R after E, after E, if you have R, for example, it says it's pronounced like this. It's especially for R, for example, let's say bird. It says this sound here is pronounced like this. This is new. It's like a schwa, but it's longer. So you say bird. You don't say bird. Bird. No, it's longer. Bird. It happens in other words too. For example, don't say I am at work. Oh no. It's again R. It's this sound. Work. It's a little longer. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm at work. Work. I don't say work. Work. So you just open your mouth a little and you say you make it a little longer. Work. Work. Bird. Now that shouldn't be that long. I'm just exaggerating it for you to understand. When you use it, it will be much less intense. So try to exaggerate it at first, and when you speak, because you mostly forget it, there will be a kind of balance. So anyway, now we go to the exercise part. It says which of them is a long E and which of them is a short E. If it's a long E, so this is the rule. For long E, like this, for a long E, write E, E. For a short E, short E, no, like, yeah, this one, short E. Write just one E. This is what the book says. So we want to do this exercise here. For example, A is no E. A is like A, so it's not E. But for example, B is a long E. C is a long E. D is a long E. E is a long E. But F is not a long E. Armin says, I have memorized them during hearing, not in the way as rules you are teaching. Yeah, we didn't teach any rules. The only part that we had the rules, I told you that I don't like those rules because they're not always correct. So I said I don't like those rules. I just taught you how to pronounce it, where your tongue goes, what happens to your jaw, how your lips move, and we gave examples. We didn't give rules. Just the last part, there was some rule, and I said I don't like those rules for pronunciation. Zahra says G, exactly. G is one of them. It's a long E. So what happened to F? F is a short E. E. is this one. F. So this is 1E. It's not long. The next one, for example, this one. What do you think about this one? This is a little tricky. What do you think? After G, is it 1E, is it 2E, or is it nothing? For example, here, A is nothing. Because it's not A, it's not E. It is A. A. It's a combination. Very good, Zahra. That's H. So it's nothing. Because you know why? Our vowels, A is a vowel itself. This is one vowel itself. It's not two vowel, like it's combination, like A. So H is like A. So H is not any of them. Or I, for example, is not anything because I is like this in dictionary. I. It's not an answer. J again like this. So it's not anything. K again like this here. Very good, Zahra. I. What about the next one? Can you find all the E's? All the long E's maybe? And then all the short E's. Long E's, I mean E, and when I say E, like the E sound. The ones that we worked on today. For example, L is 1E or 2E. For example, let me go to X. X is 1E. X. Y is nothing. Z. Z is long E. Z. It's W, nothing. Yes, 1E. Very good. L is 1E. L. Good, Zahra. So you go from there. I come from here because there are a lot. We don't have a lot of time for all of that. V is long E. V. U is nothing. T is long E. S is short, like is S. S. Good, Zahra. M. That's one E. R. R is nothing. It's R sound. R. Q is nothing. P is long E. Yes. O is nothing. It's O sound. What about N? What do you think about that? Good, Zahra. M. So N is the same. Yes. N. It's 1E. It's 1E. Anyway, now I'm going to erase this part. So we completed the first part. The next part is fun. It says, remember, we're working with sounds. We're not working with spelling. We're working with sounds. We are working with sounds. For example, here you have me. First, you should do something. Let me tell you the rule. Take this one, change it to sound. So the sound of this is exactly this, met. Change the short E to a long E, and then you get meet. Change the sound to the spelling. Now there might be different spelling. I can also write this one. But this is what we are doing. We get it, so it's kind of decoding and encoding. Like you code it to the sound, and then you change the sound, and then you decode it again to the word, to the spelling. So that's what we are doing here. So there are two answers for number 1. Now let's do the same thing for number 2. Here, change it to the sound. If I want to change it to the sound, it looks like this. Check. Check. And then I good Armin. Met meet. Check. And if I change the sound, I need to change the sound and then again decode it. So I write che, but this time ek, no. Cheek. And then your general English should be good enough to realize what is the spelling of this word. Now I want to get it back to word. Cheek. Very good. What does it mean, cheek? Cheek. You want to check it? Cheek. Cheek means the soft part of your face below each of your eyes. Cheek. So this word was hospitalized. We were working on the word hospitalized before the class. So cheek. Cheek is part of the body. This part is cheek. Or this part is cheek. Okay, so we did this one. Good, Armin. Hi, Fatima, welcome. It's on your face, good. Like he's very cheeky. Yeah, Zahra, that's also another meaning, cheeky. Like, hey, you come to my house and then you tell me what to do? You're really cheeky. Like that. So, the next one, red. So, red, the sound is the same. Red. Now, this is the sound. Now, you should change the short, you should change the air to the E. So, you get read. And then you want to write read. How do you write read? Yes, R-E-A-D. R-E-A-D. Now it's tricky because this can also be pronounced like read. For example, I read every day. Yesterday I read. So it's tricky. So the next one, bet. So again, you get the sound. The sound is the same as the spelling. And then you change the E to E. So you get beat. And then your general English should be good enough to decode it back to the word and spelling that it was. Beat. I think there are several ways for beat, yes. Armin says bear. What is bear, Armin? Where did you find bear? Bear is an animal. Bear. Okay. So Zahra says beat. Yeah, you can use this one. Beat. This is a verb. For example, I am very good at FIFA. Okay, like the PlayStation games. You can't beat me. There's another one too. B-E-E-T. I think it's the name of a vegetable or something. Let me check it. Beet. I think it's a vegetable or it's kind of fruit. Aha, this is beet. B-E-E-T. These are beets. Another meaning. Good. So I'm not gonna write this decoding and encoding here anymore because it takes a lot of time. Men. Can you tell me? Give me the final answer for men. Actually, you should change the E to E. Men mean. But how do you write mean? Root beat. Good, Zahra. Mean. For example, here you have fell. You want to change it to feel. Mean. Mean is kinda someone who is bad, someone who is not generous. That's one meaning. Someone who wants to bring suffering to others. Mean. Oh, what's happening to my phone? Is this screen okay? Okay. I don't know. Let me. Okay. Feel. Feel. Good, Armin. Good, Zahra. Feel. Now let's go to the next part. Sweat. So, sweat is like this. You should change the E to E. This is the sound. So go to the sound with E. Sweet. You get a long E. But then how do you write it? Hi Nahid, welcome. Good, Zahra. Sweet. S-W-E-E-T. Sweet. Well, what about this one? How do you change? No, Armin, that's exactly the mistake that a lot of students make. You can't say will, because if you say will, like this, you're getting a short E. Like this. Like tip. Like trip. Like it is. Like it is a book. It's like it. It's not a long E. It's like tip. It's not E, long E. Very good, Zahra. Wheel. W-H-E-E-L. Wheel. Like your car has 4 wheels. Your car has 4 wheels. Fatima says she's absent. Who is absent? Okay. Set. This one is easy, yes. Fed. Let. So, I'm gonna tell you this one. It's easy. Fed is feed. Feed, it means like, for example, hey, I am feeding my dog right now. I'll call you later. Or you can also say feed someone, like feed the baby. I'm feeding the baby right now. I'll call you later. Good, Zahra. Lead. Good, Armin. Seat. Seat. Lead. Lead is like, for example, he's the leader. Or for example, I say, this lesson leads to that lesson. It means it results in. Or if you work hard, your hard work will lead to success. Good, we're finally done. Oh, this part is crazy. I'm gonna do some parts because it really takes time. So I just need this sound. I need a long E, okay? I'm just looking for long E and I can move only that way. So leave is a long E. The next one is dream. Teacher, why can't I go to earth? Because earth is e. It's not e. It's not earth. It's earth. So again, I can't go to dead, so I go to east. I can't go to bread because that's e, bread. I go to beach. I can't go to break because break is like a. It's not e. Break. So I go to seat. Now you help me. Hi Kurosh, welcome. Armin says guide, yeah. Yes, east, beach, seat. But what about after seat? Can I go to this one? I don't know what is this one. But I don't want to move my application. I don't want to move this, so let's go to the right one. I hope it's correct. Please, good Atafe. Hi Ali, welcome. Zahra says team. Good. Team. It's a long E. Remember, I'm just looking for long E. Peace. Good. Peace is long E. Please. Good, Ali. Zahra says T. Armin, bear. No. Why do you like bear? Bear is an animal. And it's not E, Armin. Bear is an animal. Bear. Bear. Okay, and it's a S sound. Bear. Anyway. So, T, yes, good. Now we are on T. What do we do next? Where do we go? What is the next step? Zahra says jeans. Let's see what other people say. Jeans is long E. Where is jeans? We don't have jeans. Zahra, you said cream? No, you didn't say. Okay, anyway. Ali said. Good, Ali. Cream. And then we go to what Zahra said. Jeans. Long E. Death. No, Atafe. Death is E. I don't say death. I say death. That's E. And I am not looking for E. I am looking for E. Long E. Like long E. Cream. Good. Cream is good. Zahra says reach, teach. Let me see. Reach. Reach is a long E. Yes. Reach, teach. Good. So now we're so close. Reach, teach. Good, Armin. Cream, jeans, reach, teach. Very good, Ali. So now we are on teach. Let me move. Now we are here. Okay. So now we should move from teach. Can I go to steak? Remember, this is A. Steak. I had a great steak at the restaurant. Heat. Where is heat? Oh, I can't go to heat. Now I should go to meat. Meat, cheat. Good, Zahra. Atafa, we can't jump. Atafa was jumping from here to here. But that would be a good trick, Atafa, if we could do it. Let me see. What is meat? Meat is like food. Like I eat meat. Meat, cheat, peak. Peak. Zahra's now heat out of it. But this was good. Heat. Good, Akra. Mint? No, mint, no. This is meant. For example, you say, I didn't mean to do it. That wasn't meant to bother you. That's meant. That's not meant. Now we are on heat. Where do we go? What's the next? Where do we go? What's the next step? Leaf. Good, Armin. Leaf. Oh, we're so close to finish. What do we do next? Leaf. Good, good, good. Good, Ali. Beat. Good, Akram. Beat. Beat. Long E. Now where do we go? Two more. Yes. Leave, no leaf. Zahra. Leaf, beat. Good. Now we are on beat. You're welcome, Ali. Oh my god, it's getting late. 8:49. Always pronunciation lesson is so long. Bean, yes, bean, because this is a sweat. Do you know sweat? For example, when you run, you sweat. When you play football, you sweat. when you do any kind of activity, you sweat. Water is on your skin. You sweat. Sweat, no, عاطفة. Sweat is a sound. Sweet, no, this is sweat. Clean, very good. Hey, we finally finished this. That was a long one. That was a long one. Yes. Good, clean. Now we are at the end of this. What do you hear? Tell me what you hear. Do you hear men or do you hear man? Do you hear pen or do you hear pain? Do you hear bear, Armin, or do you hear beer? This one is ear. Let me write beer for you. Beer is like this in dictionary if you check it. Beer, you see something like this, I think. Short, like and little schwa. If it's British, just beer. If it's American, beer. Do you hear live or do you hear leave? Do you hear bed or do you hear bird? Do you hear left or do you hear lift? So let's listen to Siri and check them.
It's best to rest, said the vet to the pet.
And let me see, عاطفه asks همیشه آی نمیشه ای همیشه ای نمیشه ای. What is that? هیچ همیشه ای نداریم. There's no always. Sometimes it's eat. For example, it's long. But sometimes it's not. Again, here you have EA. I think Atafa was not in the class when I said that. Atafa, look at here. Here you have EA. Here you have EA. This EA is long. Eat. This EA is not long E. This EA is pronounced E. Death. So there's no always, there's no guarantee. You should check it in the dictionary. But yes, mostly when you see EA, it's a long E, but not always. So it's better to check it in the dictionary. So what do you hear? Let's see. Let's listen.
A26. A. B. C. D.
This is reading
E.
this part.
F. G.
Oh my god.
H. A. L. M. Q. R. S.
I don't know, how can I play it?
T.
This is the end of it.
U. V. W.
Play again? Play what?
X.
I'm waiting for this to go.
Y. Z.
This one said Z because it's British. Yes, British it's E, Z. American it's Z, E. I don't know, I think maybe both of them. But Z we also say Z too. So, let's go to this last part. So,
A27. 1.
Men or man.
Did you see the men? Did you see the men? Did you see the men? Did you see the men?
so what do you hear? Armin, don't laugh at me. Okay. Did you see the man? Or did you see the man? What did you hear?
Did you see the men?
2.
Did you see the men?
Good. Yeah, Armin, good. No, Zahra, we don't hear man. We hear men. Did you see the man? Because man is really... Man is a long... It's an A sound. Like this. Man. Good at it. Why everyone heard man? Let me see. Why did I hear man? Everybody heard man.
Men or man.
Did you see the men?
Man.
Did you see the men?
I heard men. I don't know. Maybe sometimes my ears don't work properly. I heard men. Did you see the men?
or man,
Did you see the men? That's a strong beer. Did you see the men?
I hear like men. But let's check it. I don't know. Because it's a little tricky. So 6.4 lesson 6. 6.4 lesson 6. Where are the answers? 6.4 lesson 6. Yeah, it's men. Oops, we saw a lot of answers. So let's go back. Oops. So yes, the answer is men. Maybe you don't hear properly on the live Instagram. I hear well here.
men, or man.
Did you see the men?
2.
No, Armin, I can't search because this is like a picture, you know. It's not high quality. I just downloaded it. I can't copy or search anything.
pen, or pain.
I've got a pain in my hand.
Pen, or pain.
I've got a pain in my hand.
I've got a pain in my hand. So what do you hear? P-E-N or P-A-I-N?
or pain.
I've got a pain in my hand.
3. pen, or pain.
I've got a pain in my hand.
Good, Zahra. P-A-I-N. I got a pain in my hand. Next one.
3.
Good, Atife. Hi, IMS. Barbut.
bear, or beer.
Bear or beer. Or bear or beer.
That's a strong beer. That's a strong beer.
Bear, or beer.
That's a strong beer.
What do you hear? Good, Ali. I've got a pain in my hand. I've got a pain in my hand.
bear, or beer.
That's a strong beer.
No, Armin. Whatever happens, you say bear. Good, Zahra. Beer. That's strong beer. That's strong. This is British. He doesn't say the R. He says like this. That's a strong beer. No, Atif and Armin. No. Bear. This one you say, it's bear. Bear. But he doesn't say bear. He says beer. Beer.
or beer.
That's a strong beer.
Beer. That's a strong beer. This is British. American say that's strong beer. That's strong beer. But none of them is bear.
or beer.
That's a strong beer.
Good, Akram. Good, Ali.
4. live, or leave.
I want to leave.
Live, or leave.
I want to leave.
Live, or leave.
I want to leave.
I want to leave. What do you hear? I want to live or I want to leave? Zahra says leave.
or leave.
I want to leave.
Good, Zahra. Good, Armin. I want to leave. I want to leave. This is very important, really. It can change meanings.
5.
Good, Ali.
bed, or bird.
Did you see the bird?
Bed, or bird.
Did you see the bird?
Bed, or bird.
Did you see the bird?
Good, Anderson. Good, sweet. Leave. What about the next one? Did you see the bird? This is British. Maybe it's a little harder. because in American you pronounce the R very strong, so of course you can realize it's bed or it's bird, but here it's British, it's a little hard.
Did you see the bird?
Do you see the bird? Good, bird. Did you see the bird? So in American it was easier to pronounce, to recognize it. So, did you see the bird? And the last one?
6.
Left or lift.
You should take the left. 6.
Left or lift.
You should take the left.
Bed or bird.
Did you see the bird?
Armin says lovely British accent. Good, I'm saying you should take the left. It means, for example, there are two roads. One road is to the left, one road is to the right. It says you should take the left. You should turn left. Take the left. Good, sweet. Good, Armin. I think Amir Hussein asked the question. What did you ask, Amir Hussein? Amir Hussein said, what does marvelous mean? Okay, so if you want to know it, here's what we do. Marvelous. It has a very positive meaning. Something that is extremely good, enjoyable, impressive, or you could say wonderful. So let's take a look at some examples for marvelous. How was your holiday? Marvelous. You want to listen to the pronunciation? You can listen here, but I think now because my microphone is connected, I can't listen. But anyway, you can look at here. Marvelous. Again, British, no R. Marvelous. American, you have the R. Marvelous. We had a marvelous time. It means we had a wonderful time. Thank you everyone for being in the class. I'm done with another lesson.
6.
It played it for me. Nice. So marvelous or marvelous. So, thank you for listening to me. I'm done. I'm going to stop recording here. Next session we will go to, let's see what the book says. The book says go to unit 26. So next session we will go to unit 26. If you have any questions or comments, ask me. Let me stop.